In one of the most dangerous waterways on Earth, a Chinese Navy warship tried to intimidate a U.S. Navy destroyer. But what followed proved to be a big mistake. The South China Sea, a global flashpoint. A region claimed almost entirely by China, yet recognized internationally as open waters. For the United States, protecting freedom of navigation is non-negotiable. On a calm morning, a U.S. Navy Arleigh Burke-class destroyer sails through contested waters, carrying out a routine patrol. But thousands of miles away from home, it is never truly routine. Radio static, Chinese voice over speakers. Chinese Navy, radio. U.S. warship, this is Chinese Navy vessel 171. You are entering Chinese sovereign waters. Leave immediately, or you will bear full responsibility. Cut to U.S. bridge, calm voices, radar screens glowing. U.S. officer, bridge to combat. Log this transmission. Responding now. U.S. Navy, radio reply. Chinese Navy vessel. This is the United States Navy. It was the same exchange heard countless times before. But this time, Beijing wanted to push harder. The Chinese warship accelerated, turning directly across the path of the American destroyer. The distance shrinks rapidly. 500 yards, 200 yards, 100 yards, until just 45 yards separate steel from steel. At sea, that is a heartbeat away from disaster. Onboard U.S. destroyer. Helmsman. Captain, contact closing fast. Recommend evasive maneuver. Captain. Calm, firm. Steady as she goes. Maintain course. Do not yield. The U.S. Navy held its line, sending a clear message. Intimidation would not work. Warning alarms, crew moving quickly. Combat systems, officer. Radar tracking Chinese vessel. Weapons are not active, but they're locking sensors on us. Captain. Understood. Set condition 1 readiness. All stations report. Crew, intercom replies. Engineering, ready. Weapons, ready. Radar, tracking multiple contacts. Above, U.S. surveillance aircraft recorded every movement. Hundreds of miles away, Pacific Fleet Command monitored the encounter in real time. The message from Washington was clear. Do not back down. The Chinese vessel's gamble had failed. Any collision, any spark, could trigger an international crisis that Beijing was not ready to face. Slowly, the warship reduced speed and began to fall back. Radio transmission, Chinese voice softer now. Chinese Navy, radio. U.S. Navy ship, you are advised to leave this area for your own safety. U.S. bridge, calm, steady voice. U.S. Navy, radio. We are operating in international waters. We will continue our mission. Out. The standoff was over. Without a shot fired, the Chinese Navy had been forced to back away. For the U.S. Navy, it was just another patrol. But the incident carried a powerful message. The freedom of the seas is not up for negotiation, and attempts to bully or intimidate will only end in one outcome. For China, the close encounter was not a show of strength. It was a big mistake. In the high-stakes chess game of the South China Sea, one thing is certain. The United States Navy will not back down.